I feel like I blew it on that last part, and people are still so friendly with commendations to healers. That last part was more so me wanting to save other people as opposed to myself. I should have just saved myself. Number one lesson I still fail at sometimes as healer. You gotta think about yourself first. Be hard to do. Oh, is that Sid? Something buzzing on by. This dip. He gets to just run away. At least we got our buddy back.
Father, please!
Emmerich.
We were not too late, my friend.
All right.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
It's almost like that was an excuse to work with the Asians.
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Yeah, you are. Wanting tradition over truth. I second that, grr. Who dis? Who dis?
Look out!
Whoa. A spear of light. You got... No! He don't got it. Celine, get him! Was that one of the brothers?
Go. Asisla awaits.
Cold. Dude. He just gonna leave his son there?
Lord Orchefon!
No, wait. Damn. Damn.
You are unharmed. Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of...
Saved us.
Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Mm. You had to be strong for him in the very end. God, the Archbishop, like... How are we just gonna leave him, let him go? How are we just gonna... How's he just gonna let Emmerich, like... He doesn't care at all about anyone but his legacy. Only Hilda was there to help.
Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
It is one of the best ways you could go, but that doesn't really sweeten it too much, especially not for him. Alphanod. Pick up our spirits, Alphanod. Could not stand there in silence, but... So we just left. When all others had forsaken us, Lord Harshafont took us in, our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. Did his utmost to raise our spirits so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction. They might face them as knights. Taru, pray return to your duties at Forgotten Night. We must press on with our mission. Let us go and speak with Sir Emmerich Nekugu, for I worry as well for his well-being. That's what I keep thinking. At least we got the Archbishop out of there, but... An audience with the Lord Commander. Yes, yes, of course. Emmerich, how you doing, bud? Lucia? Alright.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Yeah?
Some wounds do not heal.
Oof. Okay. Oh no.
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
Just laying in.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it.
Well, how long's he known?
The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoska, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage.
Justified,
I
yeah.
dare say you know what followed.
He's tracking
The
so
great
far.
worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Good.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued. and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their
He just
one
like fell to
mistake
numbers,
was
it
to
seems.
show mercy. For from his brother Hreysvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye.
I mean, I
thus
imagine they're
rejuvenating his form and
pretty
empowering
skilled
him to
knights,
embark
but it
upon
sounds
an
like he fell
eternal
more to
quest for
numbers.
vengeance.
Whilst Thorden's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us.
Okay.
I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your
How about
son
you answer for
and
your
his
own?
son answer for me as well?
No, how about you answer?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account?
No.
Must every subsequent generation be judged as well?
Where's this coming from? No.
Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment?
But what punishment are you talking about? You guys have benefited from it for thousands of years. Is the punishment giving up the eye? The punishment of giving up power?
Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe.
What implacable foe? Nidhogg's dead, brah.
Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice.
That's why we killed
This
Nidhogg.
fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people.
Yeah. Protect them with lies.
You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught?
Some of them, yeah.
I
mean, that's always going to be a factor.
Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the
I think I've
necessity
even
of
participated in some quests.
Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as
Quests in the past where I lied about how it was like some side quests where some dude lied, some dude died in battle, and I was like, yeah, he died for a really big cause. It helped us out a lot. It was super important, super important. It super wasn't. Doesn't mean you lie about the overall mission.
Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity.
So I wonder what they consider sins. I guess whatever goes against tradition.
And bring about the change you so fervently desire.
They certainly don't have anything akin to commandments, I see. Lying is under
If he has spoken
results.
with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him.
Oh.
Thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
Give his beard a tug. It's a fake. Oh. Ain't right. Not one bit of it.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
Boy, howdy did I.
So this is the power of the echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past.
I guess I told him which moment.
Exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
Yeah, he started out so strong, and kind of trailed off near the second half. Came in hot and heavy, though.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs.
Yeah.
Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank self-serving delusion.
Yeah, being confident doesn't mean you're right.
Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
Exactly, I'm wondering what the
I have
sins
given
are in
some
his
thought
eyes.
to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the
There
manner
you
in
go.
which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horschiffon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
There's a Sir Zephyrin.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
No way.
Are the
Archbishop
Heavensward
isn't
truly
good.
so reckless?
Heavensward truly so right.
Unbelievable!
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know
Aziz
not
La.
what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful.
No way the Archbishop is trying to turn himself into a primal. That would be ridiculous. I don't know if that's what they're alluding at, but...
We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
yeah, if his father becomes a boss later on, I'm gonna look forward to that. Rip him a new one. Mistress Clone, Master Alphanal, I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilt for the lies he perpetuated, no more. Alright, what am I gonna say to him? I oftentimes do go with the squall sort of saying. Shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. Okay, that's a bit much. It's very Arthas of me. Life or death, I will have Sir Zephyr's heart for what he did to Harshathot. That also makes it sound like vengeance. I'm not a very revengeful type. doomed to the end of the world if I'm a... I'll go with that. It's my main thing that I'm doing right now. Thank you, Nekogu. Heard many men make such pledges, but you speak in earnest. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If Archbishop of the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Nekogu and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuits, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Yeah, he's gotta like fill the void, I guess. Ever since the founding of our nation, there's been an archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Okay, so he like maintained balance between the houses. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it I must, for unity is much more vital in our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravonian hostilities. Far from it, we will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emric. To my dying breath I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. His armor looks... It used to be way more black, and in a way it's way more red now. I remember he had that line about veining his armor with crimson and whatnot. Nidhogg, but... feels like he got like some actual upgrade in armor. Lucian, if I may. Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Nekogu, Master Alphanor, pray attend me outside. Very well, with me, Nekogu. I believe we have much to discuss. Whether one clone or another, but slimes will get it done. Meow. All in a day's work for slime. Lucia, how are you doing now? Something to say? The Soul was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Lanyant informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds, or was not long ago. The airship has not been since. It departed into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. What's the Blue Window? Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Helenart has yet to establish a foothold. We will need to not only have an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Nekogu. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland and Sky Steel Manufactory. I see. I'll take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. What? Like what? She was all going to be with us immediately and then just peels off. Got my mana cutter and what else going on in here? You guys tinkering while I was away? Sid? The Dastardly Duel. What mischief have you been getting up to lately? Haven't heard, have you? Hardly know where to start. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Alright. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Aziz La? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. He told Nekugu. Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. Yeah, he was only lightly playing along, but he was very much in the game. As if we need another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. Sweet. He's always so keen helping us out. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire a few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Seems like that for a lot of this game's content, where, you know, maybe they don't add on to it, like, over the years. I'm still new to the game, so still getting accustomed to what's been added in more recent expansions, or is, like, very old content, but, like, it seems even the old content, due to the scaling, like, it holds up really, really well. I love it. Alright, Sid. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say we're ready to depart. Old Onion Head and Brute. As soon as certain, huh? Ah. This guy. You ready too? Pray forgive my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Urianger and Riol are pursuing promising leads. Oh no. Urianger was, he was not looking the most reliable last time I saw him. Come, we can continue this discussion about the Enterprise. Yes, we can. Sid's got a very padded, like, comfy-looking coat. It's completely open on the front, so I don't know what he's trying to do for staying warm. His showmanship's overcoming that. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Nekugu. Shall we get going? Slime, yes. Let's do it. There we go.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted.
It's like a big deal, Gus, going here.
In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
It's kind of like the Puff Globes earlier. Except these ones are all hollow.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake.
Oh, God, it looks so
came.
cool. I have come. Here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard, Nekugu. The venue could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. That's a good point. Searching over the distance. Keep your eyes out, Alpha Null. Let's remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I'd rather avoid needless bloodshed. Thank you so much, Sid. Airship to Isgard. We'll keep the Enterprise here for now, but if you need to head back to Ishgard, you can use that standard to signal for an Ironworks airship. Don't worry, we charted a route safe enough for others to fly. Unless that primal shows up. What are the odds of that, eh? Oh, that whale. Yup. What do your eyes see? Oh. I have searched the skies for Soleil. See nothing resembling the missing airship, though. Right. Here. Mayhap this effort was doomed to failure. Begs mercy of Netherlings. Does not fight, does not wish to die. Is that a Vanu being attacked? Very well, could be. Oh yeah, these are the Vanu. Those bird guys. Over there. Here are your troops. Guardians, seize them. Don't know where the Archbishop is. Really? The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Nekagu, protect the Vanu. Yeah, no kidding. Oh man. Mendicus.
Thaliak, protect me!
There we go. What? No sweat. He's a big fluffy one. Netherling save. Nodu? Lonu, Vanu. From certain showers Netherlings with plagues like summer squall. Lonu Vanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to cloud sea, but warmly welcomes them. Show us gratitude, our gratitude is due. Is he gonna show me to his village? Lonu Vanu owes much and more to Netherlings. As saviors, as heroes, Sandu welcomes you. Village we go, to north, come. Yes, let's go. The Garleans were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu knew something about his whereabouts. That's silly. Methods notwithstanding, they may have the right of it. I conclude that we should accept Lonu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Ah yes, show us your place. The great bird pad. Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay your burdens, netherlings. Lono Vanu throws wide open arms in greeting. Behold, OK Zundu. Oh, that is an OK Zundu. A far warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vendu, I think. Vendu bluster and blow hither and yon. Sound and fury like aimless gale. Lightning begets such thunderous report. There we are. Did you see it? It's the whale again. It's that damn flying whale again. Yes. The Imperials are after it. Where? Wait. Oh, there it goes. He's wounded. Aww. What? Did he? He just ate that island. Oh, insatiable wight, O Devourer of Worlds, why must you torment us? Lonu Vanu wastes no more words with his unfathomable deeds. Netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zundu. Hey, his feathers have a lot more color than I realized. Almost like a type of burgundy or maroon. What is that dance? All right. Hey. Aetheryte's like a much nicer shape. I like the shape of this one. It's at the top. Why has it got a little hat? Who put a hat on that? Oh, there's another hat. Was it you? Wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue. Sono Vanu speaks for Zundu, hearken to his words. We're going to meet the big hunch. Oh, his headdress is epic. Netherlings deliver Lanu Vanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore Zephyr winds and brings before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. Gratitude of Sono, thief of Zandu, is boundless. They're very, very grateful. We are honored to meet you, Chief Sonu. I am Alphanal Levenur, and these are my companions, Nekugu Clone and Sid Garland. You're not supposed to tell him I'm a clone. We are come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Like to black steel-shod contraption from which you save Lono Vanu. Alas, no, that ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white and are led by an older man in white robes. A right prick he is. Lono Vanu hear tale of these netherlings. You do, are you certain? Ah, as sun rises and falls and returns we are. Zandu scouts can testify to words of Lono Vanu. Aye, aye. Words carry purpose of the Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Aisla. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sonu, what exactly is this Aisla? Yes, I know about it. Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest ender. Not into heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. Well, some people do that, yeah. But the White Devourer's Isle, where the key is kept, deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy. That would be me! I gotta go there. And beyond ours. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lord Lonovanu, for as stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to the white. Oh, all they know is that space, that wide open white space. This he knows. Yeah, they've only seen so much. What? Oh, I'm level 60, okay. I'm a mean machine. Yar. So, Azizla is home to forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of a key which the Archbishop covets. Much as I would like to believe it safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavensward wield primary powers. Oh, wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter, as was the case of our battle with Leviathan. We are out of our element, and this time we have far fewer allies to call upon, but be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin to learn more of the white. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. It's in search of information. Yeah, Lanovano. You got more to tell me, buddy? If Netherlings seek knowledge of the white, then speak of Kunovali, foremost keeper of tales. But neglect not to present self with humility and respect. As sun yields to moon and moon to sun, Netherlings must greet Vanu Valley with a bow. Alright. A bow is a small price for information. Here you go. Here you go. Zephyr winds at your back. And sunshine to warm your brow, traveler from below. Kunavali, keeper of tales, hears your words and she remembers. And long times long ago, and lands elsewhere before even the cloud sea. White is one among many. Newborn, he swims beneath his many brothers in seas of endless water. But hated the white is, for his brothers are pierced black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and render his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again. For merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. Their wail reminds me a lot of a chariot of sun and fire. White still longs for the sea, to which he cannot return. But in rebirth, a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw from whence come the clouds, and new sea is born, home to him alone. Content he gazes below, and sees others who are as he, hunted and hunted, hated. He weeps in his benevolence. He raises up isles of earth and guides these peoples of the cloud sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth, and the salvation of the Avanu may never be forgot. I'm gonna forget it tomorrow. But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is all of that Vandu, his hunger that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet no, he must consume them Kuno Valley knows no tales like this. So according to the Vanu Vanu, the Sea of Clouds and the Floating Isles were gifts from the Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has yet taken. He's taken to eating, yes. Technically within his rights, I suppose. It's perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods, but what of you, Alfna? Did you learn aught of value? Were there crystals on those lands he ate? No. That is, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu sky fishing. Wait a sec. Is there going to be fishing tied in with that eventually? Alfna, my boy, I could kiss you. From what I've observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. Okay, so it did restore its strength by doing that. I propose this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds. In essence, fishing for a flying whale. Yes! Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapnels into the beast's hide, then reel it in close, enabling our resident Econ Slayer to engage it directly. Wicked. A bold plan, Master Garland, but exceedingly dangerous. Should Nekogu fail, of course it's going to be me to do it. Subdue the creature, she should almost certainly be eaten along with the rest of your appetizing island. I'll do it. It's all happening, regardless. Oh, she won't fail, and if anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise, ready to tow her out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else. Nor I. I entrust you to no objections to my joining you as well. Not at all, the more the merrier. Hey, if we're gonna risk some lives, might as well risk Alphanol as well. Alright then, it seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do to the Enterprise. It's to be ready for our fishing trip, while you two need to find me some bait. Not just any island, mind, I want a mouthful at most. Well, well. So I wonder if islands with more crystals are more appetizing. Well, you heard Sid, we need an island to hook the bait. To bait the hook. By way of a first step, I propose we speak to Chief Sonu. If the Zundar is as concerned by Bismarck's behavior as they have given us to believe, they may well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. Hear me, Chief Sonu, this creature which torments you is now not the deity who raised upon the floating isles and made a gift of them to you. He is a perversion of your beliefs, given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which should be rightfully safeguarded. Yet it need not be this way, Chief Sunu. We have the power to strike down this impostor, but we must beg of you an island to see it done. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Sonu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the trampoline can be turned ponot. Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zundu scouts what manner of island you require, and they guide you to it. And shall not fails. On that you have my word. We've given our word. Come, Nekogu, let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing.